Robert Reed with 10 points now, just coming to the ball game. 5-point lead now for the Boston Celtics. Larry Bird.
Not going to expect to get those kind of calls your way out on the road. Hubbard against Bird. Larry Bird gives the Celtics the lead by 1, 2:18 to go. 40 points for Larry Bird.
In the leg.
Edgar Jones, number 44, drawing Larry Bird right now.
The period. And Ron Anderson in the game for the Cavs in the backcourt, replacing World. Bird and Edgar. Gets around him. Puts it up and in, and a foul to go with it. That is vintage Larry Bird. An 11-point period for Larry Bird. Watch it again. He got E.J. leaning the wrong way. And look at the contact applied by Poquette. Really the foul.
Well, Casey's trying to slow it up to take advantage of this mismatch right here. Bird. Well, they're going to exhaust the two-man game right here.
Make it 5.
That one, he was hit on the elbow on the release of the shot. Bird. Beautiful, beautiful.
Bird comes down the baseline.
That was clinic style.
Thomas is on the bench right now. 7 on the shot clock. Bird. And Bird getting... Biggest lead was 14. Pistons cut it to 2 on 2 occasions. Working against Kapuka. Bird draws the foul and gets the basket as well. Larry Bird begins to go to work here.
Pure intelligence here. They're playing him to the middle. He fakes to the middle, raises the defender, and then leans back against the double for Boston.
Bird turnaround over Tripucka, high off the glass.
Blockout job on Kareem to get that rebound.
Bird is posting up against Worthy.
And he was reaching for the steal. Bird with a left-handed shot. Keep in mind he has...
Struggling from the field. Byron Scott almost asking him to take the shot. Bird puts it up and hits his first. 9 on the shot clock. Bird. Turnaround.
Larry Bird, who's 2 for 7 from the field and 8 points. Getting the ball quickly and hitting his...
57 remaining in the first half. Each team has scored only 4 points this period. Bird inside with a second back. 5 on the shot clock. Celtic guards have been cold. They get it into Larry Bird, who walks it in. Going to try anyway. 82-75, L.A. Bird puts a move on James Worthy.
Here's Bird putting a super move on James Worthy. Feels the body, uses Worthy to spin off of, uses the left hand.
Celtics get under that magic 10 deficit mark with a basket here. Bird.
38% or something, some terrible shooting percentage. Loop it to Bird, free in the baseline.
Fratello would like to play an up-tempo game if at all possible. Larry Bird returns the favor. Former reserve center. Shot clock goes inside of 10 for the Celtics, and Larry Bird delivers. They call that breakaway foul that's rarely called in the NBA and turned into a 5-point play for Boston. Larry Bird, excellent move. Shot clock is down to 6. Livingston has come back in. Larry Bird with 2 on the shot clock. Going to be all that close. We'll see what happens. We've got 12 minutes left.
And a shot to keep him in the ball game.
Larry Bird over Anderson. Shot clock inside of 10 for Boston. Larry Bird. Well, obviously they weren't real happy with that.
Because it hasn't really changed, basically.
Got to look at his number. It's not 33, it's 23. Bird trying to back Orr in and post him up. Gets it to Parrish. Roberts turnaround range. Bird played that weakness by falling off and then anticipating the pass. Bird trying to go on Grunfeld and scoops it in. In the second quarter was 10. Bird pops it and hits at the end of the third quarter. Count the hoop. Larry Bird.
We're going to see Larry Bird work his magic, backing Ernie Grunfeld down low. And he says, well, I think I know what I want to do. I'll just flip it up here before the defense reacts. That's 2 points. He knew right away that he was going to score. Now, this shot right here ends a quarter as he jumps off the wrong foot, falls away.
Ball game. For a moment, like Johnson was going to measure for a three-pointer, but changed his mind. That's drains on Bird. Wedman is open. Like magic. Minutes to play in the third. Parrish being played loosely by Sickman. They find Bird along the baseline.
Haynes for the Celtics, looking for Bird. Larry trying to maneuver on Reed. Hoping for a double team. Wheels baseline, 2 for Larry Bird. Count the basket.
So tough because Reed had done an excellent defensive job. Bird was trying to position him so he could take that little swing into the middle with his left hand. You see, Reed with a good lateral movement with the feet keeps him in position, forces him to the...
A moment ago, I guess. 23-22, Celtics by 1. They double Bird. That leaves Parrish open over the head pass by Bird.
Again, the same.
Carlisle and Seaston at the guards, Walton at center, Bird and Wedman up front. Larry has yet to miss in the game. He still hasn't missed in the game. He has 22 points on the anniversary of his 60-point night, and don't think that fact escaped him.
Incredible. Now, he just hit the outside shot, of course, with Lamp on.
Bird was burying them left and right.
He's another one of those retreads we were talking about. Player who's come over from another club. He came from Seattle. Bird.
To go first half. 58-50. McHale and now Seaston. Dennis Johnson is in replacing Carlisle. Bird's turnaround. What a show!
Oh, wow.
27 points. First half for Bird, and he hasn't missed a shot.
In the past, Robert Parrish being guarded by Barkley. Bird by Dr. J. Shot he used to be able to make. He's having difficulty with now, and that's the type of shot he must make in order to help the Sixer team.
Bird on Barkley.
Yes. And Barkley does a dumb thing, tries to cut him off to the baseline, and Bird still had his dribble, takes it strong to the middle.
Bird wants him again. Underneath, McHale for 2.
Barkley will grow into it. And Bird is already a master at that role.
Bird isolated on Jay. Goes by him.
There's a shootout in Hartford. This unit in there for the Cavs, a little bit better defensive ball club.
Active on the offensive boards. Sneaking his way through for 2.
Have to play him very, very nicely.
Bird just right around McRae.
The court, Mr. Everything. Swooping move around Rodney McRae.
Bird's quick turnaround. Very good.
Well, you just got that quickness on you. You think you got him, and poof, he's by you.
Bird alone on Reed. Spins through. Cummings screaming all the way up the floor that he wanted a foul.
Oh.
Bird. Yes! Bird wants to work on Pressey. And does.
Nelson likes good outside shooters. He's packed this team with outside shooters.
Larry spins. Got it.
Larry Bird finds DJ from 16. Bird to Johnson. Counts the basket. He'll go to the free throw. Bannister has 16 points, having another fine effort for New York as Larry Bird isolates against Orr. And look at the quick spin move. He'll go to the free throw line as well.
Now, that was just a little quickness, wouldn't you say?
And what he did, though, Bill, is you saw the spin move, is you saw Louis Orr reach in with the right hand.
Count it, and a foul.
However.
Bird wants the ball on Wilkins. Ainge finds him. Larry's got it.
Timeout. Robert Parrish. Dennis Johnson against Paxson inside for Larry Bird. He scores.
Improvement is remarkable.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, first period. 17-12 the Celtics. Grunfeld on Bird. Is on Dennis Johnson. Walker, with a reputation of being a pesky defensive player. Grunfeld bodying up on Larry Bird. Doesn't do any good. And his speed come in a moment. Bird, guarded by Orr. Tough shooting game for Larry Bird. Not that time. Louis Orr couldn't believe it.
That probably wouldn't have worked either, so he just got out of the way and said, Wilkins, why don't you grab 2 of these?
20 by 10, just under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Celtics running down the clock now on their half-court game.
Bird, who unofficially has a triple-double, now has 37 points in the game.
Contribution. It's tied up. 10 seconds in the quarter. 23 all. And Larry the Legend wants to do the job.
Oh, what a move inside. Not even describable. Larry Bird. He's a confident kid. He really believes he can play in this league. Talking to him prior to the game, I see a lot of confidence in Brian Warwick.
5:45.
Oh, look at that play without the ball.
And Wedman on the miss, and a basket interference call against Indiana.
The point guard slot or the number 2 position, so he gives him a guy that has the ability to play both, and that gives him flexibility in the backcourt.
How many times this year we've seen him get too far under on that drive and miss that layup off the break. He's got the speed, though.
He's a slashing player.
Bird through for 2. Looks like a pretty solid unit they have out there, these Nets. Bird.
Clear out again. Ramsey comes on the double team. That leaves Jerry open.
Period club this year, but right now Boston getting the better of it.
They're isolating for Larry Bird. This is something the Celtics used to never do. This is strictly a one-on-one play for Bird, isolated against Jones.
Larry backs his way in and got through somehow, even though looking to get the lead. Darren Day is up at the scorer's table waiting to come in. Bird in traffic. Now working it down, looking for the final shot here of the half. Bird is posting up McDaniel, gets the ball, the double from Ellis. Ainge nicely to the basket. And left, 3:50, 5-point game. Bird isolated this time on McDaniel. No one comes in the double. Now Johnson, but he was late.
They put Dumars on Dennis Johnson, so that means Isaiah Thomas is guarding Ainge. Benson is on Larry Bird, who goes in with the first shot of the game.
8 points in fast breaks. Could have had a lot more.
1:40 remaining in the half. Bird going up over several players, including
To Hawk 3 that they usually use for Tripucka.
Against Tripucka. Bird. Walton is inside. And Bird just changed direction.
Oh, fakes with the ball.
Dennis Johnson with the ball.
Boris with the ball.
Yeah, 5:40 to go. Bird going in on Banks. Guarding Walton. Woolridge on Bird. Bird.
Celtics now back up by 15 points. Chicago had cut it to 11. Bird trying to back in on Woolridge. Finds McHale cutting for 2, and a great pass by Larry Bird.